Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you are watching this the short video clips from Absolute Migration. I want to say thank you for being a part of our platform, our generation. Thank you for all that you have done. And also, I want to thank you for being patient with us in Absolute Migration, particularly myself, Mr. Paul. I promised I was going to be giving us update on a few things, and unfortunately, it's been very tight with me because I need to get involved in so many things and processes that has kept me away from coming forth with those updates. Um, but I deem it necessary to do this short video because I know a couple of you have been waiting, wanting to know the outcome of some of the thing I told you guys I was working on. And so today I just feel I should just come quickly, give us update, and then so that I can keep you guys abreast of happenings. Some of you who will be interested in some of the things, so that you can now be able to define your part appropriately. Um, in the course of trying to give this update, one of the major reasons why I have to quickly drop this video, and most certainly is going to be the title of the video on our YouTube channel. It is going to be on the video we dropped from our YouTube channel last time, which I also made explanation for. We had uploaded the video informing people to send in their details to a particular to our own one of our email platform as those who are interested in traveling to America for the teaching employment. And at some point, it has to be dropped because I told us in the last explanation I made that we needed to be very sure of the possibility and on all that is within that process. And if we're not part of it, if we don't know exactly how it's going to go, we won't be involved in it. We got mail from them a couple of days back. Unfortunately, I couldn't react to it immediately by way of video to update you guys. I got busy, and then I feel this morning is something I should just quickly update you guys about. Moving forward, like I've always said, updates usually will be put on our YouTube channel. And I understand that some of you feel that when we say subscribe to our YouTube channel, your understanding, your vague understanding is that they are doing all of this for us to get used to it. Who would want to use, even in Nigeria or Africa, any part of the country where you are, you know time is money. You can't sit down and just be doing that. We are not skit makers. We give out information. And so when you go there, you watch our video, subscribe is difficult for you. And then later you come back to my to our WhatsApp chat handle and start asking questions that ordinarily update have been dropped. You would have noticed that some of you, excuse me, some of you when you ask questions, we just decide to allow you no response because the update already have been uploaded. What stops you from subscribing or somebody you know the information will be very useful to sending the same, sharing the thing for other people? You find it very difficult, but we give this detail for you. We give this update at no cost, free of charge. We give it to you at no cost. Other people will ask you to pay for consultancy fee. We give it to you for free. Sharing it is difficult for you. Subscribing it is difficult. You go and watch it, and then after watching the whole thing, you come back and be asking me a question. We are not slaves. We have other things we do. We won't answer you because if you had subscribed to it and then you click the notification button, the moment we drop it, it is for your good. It's not for us. We've known it already. We are there. So when we say share with your family members, share with your friends so that they don't get scammed, let them get the sufficient information. When you go there, you go and watch it and you say some people even tell lies by coming to say, okay, we have subscribed, and then we see that the next minute again you're asking questions for what we have already updated people about. So you're not helping us. You're not even also helping yourself too. Because when you come and ask questions, don't feel that we embarrass you or you send messages. Absolute migration don't respond to messages. We do, but when we realize that what you are asking us is something we've already sent an update to on our platform, and then you're asking, it means you didn't subscribe to our channels. You didn't click the notification button. What stopped you from doing that? It doesn't collect any money from you. That is something that's for your good, so that when we drop update, the update will just, you get alerted that they have dropped something, you quickly go watch it, and then you are okay with it. The beauty of it is that if you come and then you ask me question, or you call me on the phone and then I pick, because like I've always told you, I don't want another person to talk to you guys, because some of you can be very embarrassing. And then the kind of patience I have with people, some of the people, other people cannot have that kind of patience. And that's why I don't want to have the feeling or the impression from you guys that those guys can be very embarrassing. No, that's why you see when you call, I kept quiet, I explained to you, and then at the much as much I can, I explain, and then I leave the rest there. So it will do you a lot good if you subscribe. That is where we put our update. We don't give. I can't be giving update like this and I'll be sponsoring it with the company's money. It doesn't work that way. I can't be doing only that. Then I sit and every day I sit down and then be looking for where your number is to send it to you. It doesn't work. If you don't want to help yourself in the process, see, until you bring realism to the calculation of migration, it is either you remain there forever or you'll be scammed. You continue to be scammed, and then you say, but you did your homework. Calling us to say, are you a scammer, does not add to you doing the background check. It doesn't add up. It doesn't show any level of intelligence. Somebody called and I said, hello sir, we just saw your company's advert on the social media, and then we decided to cover them. And I don't know I don't know which is which now, whether it is scammer or not a scammer, because they're everywhere. Oh. And that statement alone pissed me off. Not because he mentioned scammer, but because for somebody who said after the discussion, somebody who said he had done the whole of this and he has is a degree holder, he has BSc or so, first degree, I want to come for masters, sounding like somebody who didn't go to school. I felt very embarrassed. If you want to, nobody, even a child knows that if you want to get a scammer, you don't tell a scammer, are you a scammer? If actually your intention for saying that is to make the scammer know that you do your background, all you need to do your background check. The later he now say, no, if I'm not convinced, I'll not. Then why are you mentioning that kind of a thing? If we want to scam, I kept saying it. If it is scamming, it is very easy to scam Nigerians, because if you throw in baits, a lot of people fall for it. I kept saying it. Come, pay small amount. You know how many people I have called that we have turned down, that have said, can we pay you 2 times? If you're not ready with our money to pay full, don't bother for our service. We won't take it. Because we don't have this, we have a lot of other things that take our attention. So we can't have the time to be telling you what our money, what our money. They start telling us, so I'm looking for, I've not got money. We don't have that strength. If we wanted to scam, we say pay 50%. People will be happy to pay. The journey of migration is not a child's play. It is only when you are not calculative enough that you think somebody will ask you, bring 50,000 first, bring 30,000. Tomorrow, maybe the next week, you bring another 50,000. And then all of that. That's why you are feeding that man. If you don't know, anybody who tells you he's going to use their money, they're going to use the company's money to bring you in. Some people will tell me, sir, can you sponsor me? Let me come and be paying you money small small. You pay me or you pay the company money small small. We don't do that. We are not human traffickers, where those ladies will go and carry small children from wherever they are carrying them from and bring them abroad to come and prostitute them. They say, you stay in my house, you take it to Juju house, you be paying small money. That's their own investment. We don't do that. That is criminal. We don't get ourselves involved in such. So if you are willing for us to do anything for you, beautiful. If you're not willing, see, we have two categories of person, and I think the majority are in the first category. Category one are those who are very ecstatic. When they hear about traveling abroad, they are they just as if the whole world is finished. They just want to hear the story, and they're the kind of people that will take your time. They will call you and say, "Please, sir, can you give me another 10 minutes in the name of God?" Before you know, what happened, 30 minutes has gone. And they kept calling and calling and calling and calling. They are not ready. Those who are ready are the other one. Those ones, they know what it is, and when they those ones cannot be scammed easily because they know what it means. When you tell them the conditions and you know what, when they look at the analysis, they know that these people, they are genuine. These people are fake, they know it. But those who claim that they know too much, in the course of trying to demonstrate that their character, they mess up things. So please try to help yourself. If you value anybody, you can share with them. Let them also be sufficiently informed because scammers are out there. And I hope as you do that, they will also be grateful to you. I'm going to be talking to us about the American thing I told you. Okay, let me even quickly get that done. I got mail from them a couple of days back, and then like I told us, I wanted them uh, to tick some of the boxes. By my own understanding, we needed to be very sure this thing is scam proof, and so that nobody comes to our platform to say it was on the platform of absolute migration we got all that, and then they start messing us up. Please know this: we are not going to take one dime, not even a pound or a naira or a shilling from any one of you that had the privilege of listening to this. What we have decided to do is to speak with them, and they've authenticated it by way of mail. Now, unfortunately, I'm coming up very late. The mail came in a couple of days back, but I was very busy and didn't want to come up with an update like this. It now we agreed that we're going to publish it on our Facebook page. The moment after this video, if you go to our Facebook, if you're already following us on that Facebook page, you will see it there. You can share it for as many persons that you think you can help. The demand is that the people wanted recruitment for Milwaukee. It's a council in the US. They are recruiting teachers for their schools. And so if you have special qualification, if you have been a teacher and you have experience, you have BA, you have BSc Ed, you have BSc alone in science courses like mathematics, physics, chemistry, and all of that. Please, the deadline is on the 5th. That's why I say it's unfortunate. It's on the 5th of this month. Today is 2nd. And so I'm going to be leaving the email address, not even absolute, not support at absolute migration. You're going to send your CV to anymore. You're going to send it to the email directly so that we don't waste time forwarding it. Now, what that gives to you is that it gives you direct access to them. The moment you sell, please, I beg of you, they are human beings. Don't do what you've been doing to us to them by way of trying to be following them up with mail, unnecessary mail, and all that. My phone is ringing. Excuse me. So don't do that. Don't follow them up by writing mail. I've sent my stuff. What have I not heard from you? Please, in the name of God, don't do that. If you do that, you disqualify yourself. Quietly send in your CV and the requirement, which I'm going to put on the platform shortly after this video. Now, the moment you send your CV to them, we're only going to be the middle man right now, or middleman now, just giving you the channel to get that. Outside that, we're out of it. They are going to call you if you are selected. They're going to interview you. Please don't play into any gala. That's why I said I'm sending it the mail directly to you. When it comes to a point where they start asking you for what you think you cannot, because anybody can hack into their platform and start taking advantage of you. Don't pay money to anybody. Absolute Migration will not take a dime from you for this. We are doing it as free for those of you who are following us, who are part of our platform. We're not going to collect any dime. I'm going to divulge all the information on our platform shortly after now. So what you do, go there quickly and send in your CV. You can share this to any of your relatives, any friends that you know that are teachers that are willing to leave to the US. They are going to call you. They're going to shortlist people. If your CV meets the standard on the 5th of this month, that will be the deadline. If you don't send it between now on or before 5th, don't bother, because if you send it and write, if you like write prayer point on it, nobody will answer you. Don't bother them with me, because if you bother them with me, they'll block you. So what I think you should do, quickly prepare your CV and all the details I'm going to leave in our platform there. Send it quickly to the platform, and then once that is done, wait for them. Expect call or mail from them. Have your email address properly spelled out there. I mean the email that you can be reached very easily, and then your phone number that you can be called. Once that is done, they are going to contact you, and then it will move to the next stage. Once you're selected, they are going to move you to the next stage where the interview will be conducted. I also made an inquiry that was done 2 days ago. In fact, I made a call to the US. Rather, a call was made from the US. I was called upon, and then I wanted to know the now that the interview date for Nigeria has moved beyond 2022. How quick can this be? The information I was given was that there could be a special arrangement made where they could be called for interview without the the usual booking and all that. So it's a fantastic opportunity. But please know this: Absolute Migration is doing this for free. We're not collecting a dime from you. And do let us know as the team progresses. If you are called upon, you can chat us up on our WhatsApp to say, "Sir, we've been called upon now." And then this so that we can also assist you, so that if anybody hacked into the process of sending your CV and they're aware of this, start calling you for scamming. So I don't say you got the information from Absolute Migration platform and that is why you were scammed. We're not part of that syndicate of scamming. So we're not collecting any money from you. It's just a charity for you, those of you who are following and who are the privilege of watching this video. So what you do the moment after watching this video, you run straight to our platform, the Facebook page, Absolute Migration. If you're not part of it yet, you don't know how to go there. Before you start chatting me up, how do I locate it? On your search bar, the Facebook, just write Absolute Migration. You will see our page there. Go there. We don't have two persons there. Absolute Migration, and then you can get whatever you want to get from there, and then you can move on. Then, in the course of this update, I need to just bring in quickly two things, two items. Number one, the Ukraine update. The fracas between Ukraine and Russia has become very troubling. It is now has gone to a peak where people are having issues. Please, if you have your loved one there, quickly encourage them to be evacuated. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Nigerian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, they start the evacuation today, being Wednesday. About 20,000, 2,000 persons rather, have initiated or signified interest to be brought back home. I see no reason why you should hang there and you allow your people to hang there. It's risky to go to a country you never knew before, and then you're running around. Anything can happen. The level of security is not very encouraging in some places, particularly in that environment. Everywhere is very volatile. So what I think you should do, you should initially I wanted to share the Polish contact, the Minister for Foreign Affairs of the Polish government on the website, and then Ambassador to Nigeria too, so that you can just go there and reach them when you have any issue at the border entry. Because at some point they became a bit discriminatory with the blacks, and they were not allowing them. But those who got to the border point first were privileged to go in. Places like Romania, they were received, and then other places like Poland, the Polish people allowed them to come in. At some point, they refused them, but women and children were being allowed. So if you have any friend around, please encourage them not to just stick to it. Life first. You are alive, you can always do, particularly if you have documents and that the document has that is still subsist, that is still value, um, it's still valid rather. You can take it back, go back home. If they are going to fly, they are going to take you home at no cost. Coming back on one way is not a problem. It's very cheap. You just get yourself back again when the thing is stable or stabilizes. Because if you stay there and you get killed, it doesn't make any sense. You know what? That's what we talk about from the beginning. I kept warning people about the choice of where to go. When you thought they were telling, no, this way I want to go. I want to leave Nigeria at all costs. It's not just anywhere. It is not just anywhere. Make sure you know exactly what you are doing so that you don't get yourself shot on the foot. And I just hope that God keeps all of them that are there alive and safe too. So tell your people wherever they are, if there are people that are in that caught in that crossfire, that the Nigerian government will start the airlifting as from today. Two persons has already signified interest. Those who are in Nigeria, honestly, I give kudos to them. There is no place like home when you have no security out there. The best for you to do is to go back home, and then when the whole thing settles down, you refire again to go back because your documents subsist. And I hope that will be done. Then another one again, I want to talk about a senator that also has to do with this. A senator, I don't want to mention his name, made a comment that it is better for your children to battle with ASU strike and then the dilapidated educational system back home than going to school abroad and having this issue of being unfortunate to be in the crossfire between Russia and the Ukraine. That can be very unfortunate. This particular senator sent his own child out to be educated. And so don't be deceived by that. The only thing that one can pick out of that is when you're making your choice of location for where to take your people out to or where to go and school and all that, please seek professional advice. Don't get ecstatic. People just say, I just heard, I heard so and so person. And I'll tell us a story very briefly, and I'm very sure this my friend will also listen because he's definitely going to listen to this video. I'm not mentioning your name, so I don't think I'm embarrassing you. It's not even actually an embarrassment. You know what we are going through now with your case. Now, this young man was to go to one country, and I advised him not to go. He insisted, but I think I understand his case because things were so bad for him back home, and then he needed to go at all costs. So I traveled out to the country. Then I was in Nigeria. I traveled out of the country to one of the countries. I just went out on a business trip. So when I was coming back, before I got back, I got a call from him in that country. Mr. Paul, I have traveled. Traveled to where I say you shouldn't go. He said, well, I'm not your father. I only advise. We are friend, very good friend of mine. I feel for him. We talk almost on a regular basis. And then the friends in that particular country, they invited him. They asked him to come. Say, don't worry, come. Everything is juicy here. Don't let people in the other place where you want to go to just deceive you and pull you through to a place you don't know. Seek professional advice. Those who have the nitty gritty of all that happened there, they know everything. Seek their advice. This young man went, and do you know what happened? The friends who were inviting him, very unfortunate friend. I can vouch for this person as a very committed person. He is so morally upright. I don't want to use the other word for him because well, that's not the platform for it. He's morally upright. He will never, I can tell you this for free. When I had it, I knew he never participated in it. Those guys were armed robbers. They were armed robbers. If you knew very well, there were these five guys that were sentenced to death also in Dubai, UAE, some years ago. That's the group I was talking about. I'm talking about. They invited this guy and they asked this guy to come and be a part of them. When the guy got there, they said, "Don't worry, work day, everything day, things are life is okay." I mean, probably the guy came back. One of them came back home and demonstrated money or looking fine. And when they do their stuff, you see him. Okay, no problem. My friend went and things were a bit bad for him. He went and on getting to that place, they wanted him to go out with them also, and he wasn't cut out for that. They went out and robbed Bureau de change. And so, that country, the the CCTV there, the security camera there are very, very powerful. So before we knew what happened, they analyzed the security camera and they traced them from the particular point where they came out from before they went to do their stuff. And on getting there, they traced it. They got my friend at home. He was at home. He was not part of the game. They picked him up from there, and luckily for him, he was locked up somewhere at some point. Analysis was done of the video, and it was discovered that his face never showed for once. He was not part of them. And they also realized that he just came back, excuse me, he just came from from Nigeria, and God intervened for him because he was innocent and he was free. Those guys were sentenced to death or was either to death or to life imprisonment. We never heard of them again. And I can tell you, it's not like Nigeria when you say maybe at some point they could just do something. No, these ones are it's either they are dead now or they are life in prison. That young man is trapped in that country today, and it's been a very big challenge bringing him out of that place. And so don't get ecstatic. Somebody telling you, don't worry, come, this is it. Get the facts before you make your move. Otherwise, you will get yourself in trouble. Finally, before I call it a quit, some of you have spoken to me. You know what I'm talking about now. That, hello, sir. When I come in, somebody, a friend of mine here is telling me that When I get admission, I can abscond, just get the school stuff. We are not ready to study, you just come down and then you can run away. Why are you doing yourself this? I spoke with one of our students yesterday. He's in one of the universities. In fact, it's in the university of one of the towns where I stay. She was telling me that this morning, I'm going to be talking to her much later to find out if it went through. There is a check that is going on. Once they speak to the right, because they compile list of those who have been given. Once you get your visa from any country where you are coming in, your list get to the school is already aware that you are coming in. And you know very well that before you can be given your stuff, certain amount of money have to be paid a part of your school fees. So they have a list of people. They want to do a cross check today. I'm not talking about it will happen or it has happened before. I'm talking about, excuse me, what will happen now. It's happening today, being Wednesday. They cross check anybody who is not there. They write to the home office immediately and then they cancel your visa. How will you want to punish yourself? What they'll give to you first is just 1 year. It is the 2 years come after you have exhausted the 1 year. If you're coming into UK for your study, and then if they cancel it, when they will arrest you is when you think you are holding a document you don't know. That document you are holding, employer will ask you to bring your document before they give you job. As you just bring out your BRP or what you call it, give it to them. They cross check and they just report to the immigration. As you are sitting down, they're waiting for interview. They'll come and pick you. There is no two ways about it because no company will give you any job without getting your BRP. They'll cross check it to know whether it's authentic. And once they cross check and it is blacklisted, it's finished. Why would you want to hurt yourself? There is so much life here. There are so many things to do, so many things. The life here is sweet, but you must come through the right channel. Don't go and hurt yourself unnecessarily. We're telling you to come with what do you call it, tourist visa to come and you are relocating, you should come with tourist visa. Even in US, when I got called a few days ago in respect of what I just told us earlier, the call was telling me, and I was talking about those who are coming with what do you call it now, with the tourist visa, how they manage it, because I know US has some level of their immigration law is a bit soft than the UK and Canada. So how are they doing it? I hope they're having their way. He said they work in gas station. If people are paying $15 per hour for a particular job, they decide to pay you six or less. And if you raise any eyebrow, they will not pay you the money. You can't shout. If any injustice done to you there, you can't talk. If anybody hits you down and hack you down, the person don't go. You don't have a mouth, you don't have a say there. They pay you far less than what other people are being paid. And then you can't have access to anything. You can't even drive a car. If you drive and you are cause a problem. So a lot of all of this. Please use your brain and be right. And I hope that this detail is enough for all of us. I'll see you in a short time with updates. Please help us, help yourself. Share this video to as many that you want them to different platforms. It will help them too, so that they can be updated, particularly for the teachers. They can also be helped. It ends on the 5th, so quickly start sharing them so that people can hear and then go ahead and get it done. And then let them go to our platform, Facebook platform, to get the update on there, so they can send it. The email and everything will be sent and be left there. I hope God will bless all of us. So have a great day. Thank you for being there. And see, for those of you who are coming, congratulations, the Port Harcourt lady. I don't want to mention your name here. Those your videos we are compiling them. Congratulations for what happened to you and your family. The result that came out 2 days ago. You sent it to me. I was busy. I couldn't get back to you. I'll definitely call you today. I'm hoping to have all of you here quickly. Thank you very much and have a brilliant day. Bye bye.